All right. Growing up with five sisters, how did you guys communicate disagreements with one another? So, like, if you guys were like, into it with one another and you wanted to work it out, how did you guys work that out?
Well, depending on what type of disagreement it was, um, we would, if it was something simple, we would just talk about it and just, discuss it and be done with it. But if it was a serious disagreement, we would go to our parents and we would get them involved and talk with them about it. Um, that's how we usually would do it.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
All right. So, when one of your siblings got into trouble and you tried to help them out of the situation, how did you guys talk to your parents in order to get out of that situation?
I will laugh. How did we talk?
Like if you were trying to help out one of your siblings because they were about to get in trouble and you wanted to help them out, how did you go to your parents and to just basically help them out of that situation?
Well, me personally, when I would see that situation going on, I would go to my mother or my father, and I would try to explain to them maybe they were looking at it in the wrong way, whatever the situation was, and to kind of give them another chance. It's not the way that they were actually receiving it, So um, we would, my parents would listen to me, only because I was a very quiet child growing up, and they didn't have a lot of problems with me. So if I went and tried to discuss something with them to keep them from getting in trouble, they would kind of listen to me. And sometimes they would just give them a warning, and if it was, if they thought it was a bit much, then sometimes they would just tell me, no, I'm going to take care of this time. And they would do whatever they had to, the punishment that was, they were going to do, they would go ahead and do it. But usually, in most cases, I could get them out of trouble.
Yeah.
Hmm. And they knew it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was, the second oldest girl. So,
Mhm.
hmm
Yeah, that's good.
yeah.
Yeah, I figured that you would be like, the one that could get everybody out of trouble and help them out and stuff.
Hmm. Yeah.
All right.
All of them.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Even the oldest.
Yeah.
uh-huh.
What else? Okay. Tell me a story, if you would like to, um, of a situation where there has been a time that you had a intense or personal conversation with your dad, and if so, how did the conversation go? Did you feel comfortable telling him how you felt about this particular situation?
This is as a child or now?
It can be any time, in like any story you ever wanted as a child, teenager, young adult.
Well, I had a situation when I was growing up as a child, and even though I was quiet, I always felt that I should have the right to explain, if I'm being punished or accused of something, I should have the right to explain it to my parents. And a particular situation, um, I had actually gotten in trouble because of one of the young, the boys in the neighborhood, you, like to play fight, and he had hit me, and I didn't like it, so I was trying to get back to him, and I went up to his parents and up to the apartment and was telling his mother about what he did because he ran in the house and hid, and his mother cursed at me, and and we were raised not to talk back to adults, and because I was angry and I felt she wasn't listening to me, I was explaining to what her son had done to me. That I got angry and I talked back to her. Okay, and she called my dad, and my dad came and got me, and he punished me. He told me I had no business talking back to her. He didn't ask me what actually happened. He just punished me because he had got the call. And after he told